So a lot of you seem to really want to see the server that I'm admin on. 6 out of the 12 of you, exactly. Thank you all for responding. So today we are going to be taking a look at the server I'm admin on. I am not going to disclose the name because it is a Minehut server, and it is very easy to turn the name of a server into the Minehut IP address, and this server is not done yet, so it is still semi-private to the admins only. Thank you, and let's begin. An average new player would start in the spawn, a lobby filled with kits and portals to worlds. Soon. It's not completely done yet, but there are definitely walls of kits in here, over here, back there, and there, and I'm going to be going through every single one with y'all. So let's get started. I'm going to keep a counter in the corner. The Ender Kit comes with feather falling 10 leather boots, a chainmail chestplate, you put both of those on, you've got the ender pearls, and a knockback 4 gold sword. Feel free to toss around the pearls as much as you like, hit people way far with the gold sword, but be wary as you might run out soon. The Skeleton Kit, the only kit with a bow. It has infinity, and you get 1 arrow, a protection 1 iron chestplate, and a sharpness 4 bone. The main strategy is to have it dual wielding with the bow so you can right and left click for damage. The Pigman Kit, based off of a very popular Pig+++, I think. It has a protection 1 gold chestplate, leather pants, a fishing rod, and a sharpness 2 gold sword. The gold sword is very good, however the fishing rod is somewhat useless, and more just a reference if you can get it. Next, the Miner Kit, arguably the prettiest kit with all of its shiny diamonds. It has a protection 3 iron helmet, a shield with a very beautiful blue globe, a sharpness 1 diamond pickaxe, and a fire aspect soul torch. The idea is to hit the opponent with the soul torch, then shield up and hit slowly with your pickaxe just like you would any axe. Next is the counterpart to the Miner Kit, the Lumberjack Kit. The only differences are much better armor, fire protection 3 iron leggings, and a projectile protection 2 leather tunic. You have a charcoal with fire aspect 1, pretty much the same as the soul torch, but you have a very much better weapon, which is the golden axe. It has 1 more attack damage than the diamond pickaxe with sharp 1, and it's got knockback 1 to boot. The main way you attack with this is you start the combo with charcoal, and then use axe crits just like you would any other axe. Next are the Delinquent Duo Crimson and Warped. The Crimson Kit has a chestplate and boots of leather with fire protection 10 on each piece and a sharpness 5 crimson fungus. The Warped has the pants and the helmet, slightly less armor, but projectile protection 10 on each piece, which definitely makes up for it. And of course, a Warped fungus with the exact same enchantments. The strategy of the Crimson is to go near lava areas, that way you can definitely tank the lava whilst your opponent struggles, and with the Warped Kit, it's very good to tank hits from mainly the Skeleton Kit. Lots of these things have projectile protection even though there's only 1 bow kit, but that could easily change. Next is the first potion kit, the Freeze Kit. It comes with a sharpness 6 diamond, protection 1 iron, and chainmail boots with frostwalker 1. It gives you speed, and it allows you to run on ice. The strategy is to go near water areas, and this kit might receive a nerf because its armor is very strong. However, the boots are very ineffective at necessarily stopping opponents, however it is still very fun to use. Now we are on the second wall with the first kit, the Guardian Kit, a sharpness 5 prismarine shard, a thorns 2 leather tunic, and depth strider 3 iron boots. Very useful for water scenarios where you can just move around and completely confuse your opponents. Next is the Farmer Kit. With protection 1 leather armor, it's not that good, especially with a sharpness 1 stone hoe, but its biggest perk is regeneration, which is very useful since there is no natural regeneration on any of these maps, meaning that this kit is the only kit that can regenerate health. Next up is the Magma Kit, a very special kit. It's very tanky, protection 1 iron chestplate and chainmail leggings, along with a sharpness 1 fire aspect 5 magma cream. If not kept controlled without any fire protection, this can take a person down to a half a heart, meaning that any other hit from even a fist could kill them. It is very useful as a stall sort of tank kit. Next is the Drown Kit, the only kit that currently has a debuff. It gives you Weakness 2, along with Feather Falling 6 leather boots, and a Protection 1 gold chestplate, and a Riptide 1 trident. The main strategy is to stay in watery areas and use it similarly to an axe, except for the fact that you can fly a little bit. It's more of a little jump than anything, but it's still very helpful. Next is a Slime Kit with Projectile Protection 5 leather armor. You can probably guess what the slime has if you play Hypixel. That's right, it has Knockback 7. Yes, it's only got Knockback 7 for very good balancing reasons, because there is less lag on this server, or at least there should be, and the knockback is still very powerful, considering that these maps are much less based off of knockback than Skywars or Bed Wars. The main strategy is obvious: hit your opponent and watch them take off into outer space. Next is the B Kit, a personal favorite of mine, solely because it's very fun to use. The B Kit only gives you 2 items, a Sharpness 6 Honeycomb and a Thorns 5 Iron Leggings, meaning that pretty much every hit you're going to be doing quite a bit of damage to every single one of your attackers while comboing them with the little hit delay that comes with an item. Next is another animal-based kit, the Sheep Kit, giving you plenty of items to choose from. It is an alternative to the Miner Kit in terms of shield and function. It has Protection 1 leather armor, a Sharpness 3 mutton, a Fire Aspect white wool, and a pink shield for protection. You can probably guess what happens. You hit them with the white wool, you hit them with the sheep, and you block with the shield. Finally, for the main room is the default kit. There's nothing default about this, that's just the name we gave it. A wooden sword, full leather armor, but the leather tunic has protection 1, and the leather boots have protection 3. Feather falling 3. The main strategy is just as follows: you just hit with the sword. Obviously, it's just like regular combat. Now we are in the hallway between rooms, which currently only has 2 kits, one of which was just recently made. This one is not the one recently made, and I don't watch JoJo. This is the Hierophant Green Kit. It gives Projectile Protection 2, Leather Tunic and Pants, a Sharpness 5 Emerald Splash, and Cherries with Knockback 2. I don't really know what any of this means. I don't watch JoJo, so let's move swiftly on to the next kit, the Tank Kit. This was the one that was recently made. This kit gives Protection 3 Iron Armor, but only a Sharp 2 Glycering Melon. You're not meant to deal much damage with this kit, however, you are able to tank massive amounts of damage. And if you're wondering why this kit doesn't give resistance, it's because I don't want it to mesh badly with any other kit, but I might change it up to add that if it works out well. Now we move on to the last room, the second room on the side of the hallway, starting with the Frog Kit. A very simple kit. You get a Sharpness 1 stone sword and a Protection 3 leather tunic, but you get Jump Boost 6, which practically makes you hit the ceiling, and it is very useful in combat. The main strategy is to go up and back and just kind of distract and confuse your opponent. Next is the Unfinished Kit, which does nothing. It is unfinished and is waiting for all of y'all. Next is the Blaze Kit, a balance to the Magma Kit, and it is Protection 2 leather armor, leather helmet, leather pants have Projectile Protection 4, and the opposite of the Magma Cube Kit, a Sharpness 5 Fire Aspect 1 Blaze Rod. It is the exact opposite strategy. You want to just go and hit, and you get that combo with the fire without even having to switch a weapon. This might take some balancing. Next is the Golem Kit, which works very similarly to the Hierophant Green Kit, and it has a Sharpness 4 iron bar named The Bar. Next is the Rose of Philanthropy with Knockback 5, Protection 2 leather pants, and Thorns 2 leather boots. It's very useful similarly to the Hierophant Green Kit, however, you can knock your opponent away and then still somewhat combo them. Now for our final kit of this very long list, we have the Shrimp Kit. And the Shrimp Kit, well, you can probably guess by the name. Projectile Protection 3 leather tunic, Fire Protection 6 leather boots, and Nope the Fish, Sharpness 6, Sweeping Edge 3, Skyblock reference. I wonder, what could that Skyblock reference be? Now we move on to the maps, of which there are only 2. All of which were built by me, Dawson, Danny, who is GCrackers, Steps _, and the R Savage Man, with a little bit of help from Jaws Salt. There are 2 active maps, Elementals and Atlantis, both of which on opposite ends. There are plenty of other maps you might notice, such as Trampoline Park and Sand Temple. However, neither of those are active as of yet. If you recognize the texture for the Elementals PvP section, you may recognize it from this room, because this is an inactive portal that is currently being set up as we speak. It's a little bit complicated with the plugin we have, but it's being worked on and it should be sorted out. The plugin we have is called Multiverse, and it is very easy to create brand new dimensions of overworld, nether, end, anything you could possibly ever need for a server. And if y'all want a tutorial on it, then just ask. I'll be willing to do it as best I can. I'm still kind of new to it. With all of that out of the way now, let's move on to the maps. The first one being Elementals KitPVP. That's the full name, we just call it Elementals because originally this was the only map. There are 2 mountains, one of which is more of a waterfall, one of which is the other of which is definitely what you would call a snowy mountain, with a giant section with plenty of snow and technically a spot to get stuck. Let's patch that up right here live. There is also a glacier in the middle. This and this lake here are the main places where the freeze kit would be its best use if you kept track earlier. Next, the waterfall actually has an underwater section that comes up here because this map was originally a hide and seek map, but we decided to leave most hiding spots as it could be useful for more tactical maneuvers. Moving on to the next section, we have a beautiful jungle with a bamboo-lined river. This could be really interesting for strategies that involve stalling, as it's very hard to get through the bamboo if you don't know a route. So you could use it to run away from your opponent if need be, say with the farmer kit to regenerate health. There is also a very small treehouse, however this wasn't too focused on. However, yes, follow this message, protect the environment. It is very fun to use whenever you're looking to explore the map. Now on to the next 2 sections at once. We have a nether fortress section with a giant portal, and if you're thinking, oh hoo, I can just slip into the nether, escape the whole map. No, you can't, it's completely deleted from the world. So there is no nether. But there is a nether fortress, and if you go through this hole right here, there is a secret hiding spot. And this can usually just be escaped using high levels of fire protection, say with the Crimson Kit. The alternate section to the Nether Fortress section is the Nether Biomes section, with a Soul Sand Valley, represented by the Soul Sand and the Basalt Pillars, the Warped Forest, and Crimson Forest, making it very interesting to wander around and just see if you can find anything that could be of use. There are also these little hiding spots around the map, such as little holes or little tunnels, that could be useful for shield application, because those are the only spots where there's only one way to enter. The next section nearby is the desert section, which is mainly just part of this river, lots of sand, and this giant tower. It comes equipped with a bunch of lights and one big staircase, which is about it. The top here is almost impossible to jump off of, meaning that it's very hard to escape this section if you get stuck up here. Just a fair warning. There is also a hiding place right under the stairs, and like I said before, this could be used for shield application. However, it is a diagonal, making it very easy to be overwhelmed even with a shield. Now to the water section, which has 2 main buildings. The shipwreck, which is just a shipwreck. It's more of just a little landmass that could be very helpful, say if you're a drowned kit or you're a guardian kit. And a Patrick Star style rock house. It was based off of Patrick Star's house, but it's mostly just a little section to hang out in. It may become a no PvP zone. I'll see. Now the end section, the only place with a void, and the only way to glitch out of the map if you're really good with ender pearls. There is the potential to escape, so we'll have to work on that. The end area just comes equipped with this little island, different chorus fruits, and the possibility, if you can navigate it, to actually somewhat parkour on the chorus route. It's not easy and you may not be able to get everywhere, but it is definitely possible. Now, this open field area just has this little house. This was originally a regeneration beacon. However, we decided to scrap that idea because we figured it would be too overpowered compared to the farmer kit. Then we have the dense oak, spruce, birch, everything forest with 3 separate houses. First one of which being this one, which has nothing inside of it. The second one, a birch and oak house with a stone roof, also has nothing inside of it. And the third stone and jungle house also has nothing inside of it. The rest of the forest is equipped with falling trees, a decorative beehive that is actually full, and those bees I'm pretty sure are still inside of there. And if you just wander out, you end up with this nice little pond right next to the spawn. Now onto the open river section over here next to the forest and spawn. It's mostly just a decorative area. If you want to wander around here while fighting, you can. And it's very helpful with knockback as there is high elevation, so you could kind of have a King of the Hill style battle strategy with, say, the slime kit, ender kit, or any other knockback kit. This concludes the Elementals KitPVP map. Now we are moving on to Atlantis, the most water-themed map we have to date, even with the ones that are unfinished. Atlantis is much smaller, however it has a lot more ground to cover. It has a full rim of clear glass, making it very easy to take a boatload of fall damage when you first spawn in, as well as a bunch of water at the bottom, and a spiral slab staircase all the way to the top with an aqua beacon in the middle. This top area is split into the spawn point, and all of the rings and paths you could take to avoid your opponents. This is very helpful for knockback kits, and there's not exactly as much to say for this map because there aren't definitive sections, but it's still a very fun map to play on. I am not going to show off in progress unfinished maps yet, just because there could be some big tweaks to them. Well, I'm thinking that concludes the video. I've covered every map, every kit, all 23 of the kits, and now I want to propose something to all of you. I want you all to type in the comments what you think the next kit should be. Make it something Minecraft related if you can, please. However, I am open to most things that are kid friendly. So, thank you all for watching. My name is Van246, and I will be seeing all of y'all in the next one. Peace.